July 2023 will be a reserved yet sensual period, emotionally focused on family and the values it embodies. Despite the carefree summer atmosphere, the month will not be free of mistakes and difficult situations in all areas of life. The stars predict that most of the mistakes will be caused by our own actions and decisions. In July 2023, Saturn will move backwards, trying to return to the age of Aquarius, the previous 3 years, and although it will not succeed, the tendency to have illusions about this will only increase over time. Reflecting on the idea that everything can be as it was before will be so tempting that it will take some time to realize its unfeasibility. However, such changes will not be sudden if enough time is spent on understanding them and making fact-based decisions, which can help avoid most of the hurdles. By the way, the fact that the general situation in July 2023 will resemble a reconstruction of past events is confirmed by the position of Pluto, the Lord of the Underworld, who returned to the constellation of Capricorn in June, where he spent the past few years. The first part of July 2023 will be an interesting but unstable period regarding the romantic sphere. For many, this time may bring new acquaintances, meetings, and contacts that will satisfy our needs. However, most processes in this area are individual. Nevertheless, due to the current situation, we will encounter misunderstandings of our own desires and, as a result, conflicts of interest. The advice can only be one thing: do not rush to conclusions, especially those based on momentary emotions. Postpone what you planned for a day. Tomorrow you will look at the problem from a completely different angle, and if there are any grievances, they will seem insignificant. In a professional context, during this period, deeper motivation for actions will be required. Most tasks will have to be performed independently, without relying on the help of others. On the one hand, this will take more personal time to implement ideas, but on the other hand, it will reduce the process of monitoring task completion. In the mid-July, rules and restrictions become more shaky and uncertain. This should be understood as meaning that there are now no rules that are said to be etched in granite, that is, unshakable. In mid-July 2023, it will be possible to adjust any regulatory conditions to meet one's needs, especially if we are talking about the professional sphere of interests. Even bold adventures are likely to end in success. However, it is not advisable to make big bets on risky outcomes, but bets that you can accept losses from will be quite legitimate at this time. In the sphere of love and romance, things will be much more complicated. Openly playing both sides for seasoned womanizers will not work, but it will work out very well in the dark. The middle of the month is good for new love affairs, intrigues, and adventures. However, in this case, one of the parties must be innocent and naive enough to overlook a lot of signs of infidelity. The last part of July 2023 will be less dynamic, but at some point, especially after the Sun enters the Leo Zodiac constellation, it will become a more decisive period. By that time, much in the lives of Earthlings will have already changed, turning some positive trends into negatives and vice versa. To succeed, you will have to not just sit around, but jump from place to place, redirecting resources to those crucial points that can bring the greatest results with minimal effort. If everything that was planned is executed successfully, the stars promise an amazing result.